In society today, we are being attacked constantly with inauthentic conversations. Fakeness, trying to look cool, trying to be somebody we're not. That is why the Damn Dude podcast is here to have the authentic conversations that need to be had in a way that will make you think and say, Damn Dude.
Damn, dude.
What up, everybody? What is good? Welcome to the Damn Dude podcast.
Damn, dude.
This is season 4, episode 19, and I am your host, California Cal. What up, you guys? Long time. And I mean, it hasn't been that long. At the same time, it's been long for us. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I would just like to say, kind of just needed to kind of take a break for a little bit. Not necessarily even a break, just there was so much crazy shit going on. And yeah, like, okay, I'll fill you guys in on everything, of course. Fuck, man. So, you guys, it's been a minute. I just want to say, first of all, thank you to everybody who tunes in, who listens, who takes the time, who shares anything about the show, who shares any of the messages of the show. Because the point of the show isn't the show. The point of the show is the message, the goodness. All of us moving forwards in life with better contexts, healthier thoughts, and just better ways to relate to life, right? So we can all meet at a common ground and literally just fucking be enjoying life more because we can share understandings that simply just make sense and context and perspectives. So we can literally just fucking have smoother and better lives. And that is exactly why I say the show exists to help educate, entertain, and make an impact on the different contexts and perspectives that we have. Because I truly believe and have discovered that the more access we have to different contexts and perspectives, the easier, smoother, and just flat out cooler life is. You dig? So, whoa, who the fuck is this? There's people pulling into my yard right now. Just fucking tripped me the fuck out. I wasn't ready for all that. But, damn, that hella threw me off. Anyways, guys, I hope these people don't try and come to talk to me and they go talk to who they need to talk to here. Anyways, oh yeah, no, because we've been renting out the pool here, and so people come and rent out the pool, whatever. So it just trips me the fuck out when somebody comes for that. So I apologize, I'm all over the place to start this, but first off, to catch everything up, there's been so much that's going on. Crazy drama, crazy fucking breakthroughs and miracles and all different things like that. So, first of all, happy 19th birthday to my oldest son, Nate. Man, if you guys know Nate, if you guys remember episodes where he's on, I need to get him on here again. I just realized he's just the coolest, kindest, like one of the smartest people that you can really like meet, truly. And he's just an incredible fucking human being, dude. Like, moved out at 18, been doing his own damn thing ever since, and is just somebody who's so independent, so reliable, so full of talent and love and understanding, and it's really just incredible. I'm so grateful for you, Nate. You are truly the dopest human being that I fucking know and have met and am aware of. And yeah, happy birthday, man. I hope it was fucking incredible. I hope you really enjoyed everything. And we got to go have our little trip. So it's crazy to have a kid who's 19 because it's like, for me, I'm what? How old am I? 38, 39? I don't even remember anymore, dude. but I think I'm 39 now. And damn, I just realized I haven't actually accepted that yet. But yeah, that's true. But it's like, dude, I feel like I still think like a teenager in many ways. Like, and that's why I'm able to talk to and relate with teenagers for the most part, who are really, you know, if it's not about like the latest trends or what's cool or this or that, more so like what's really like what really matters to them and where they're coming from. Like, I understand those things still. So it's interesting because I'm like, dude, I remember being that age and I was so fucking stupid and ignorant more so. And you're this age now, or it's like you're 19 and you're understanding what I'm just now understanding at 39.
Damn, dude.
That's crazy, dude. Like, when you look at that and it's like, holy shit, dude, wow. Okay, I'm doing something right. Right? Because for me personally, what I've been up to at least the past solidly since 2012 has been personal development, self-mastery, self-improvement, however the fuck you want to call it or look at it, right? And all the things that I've been doing and learning on purpose are all positive and healthy things. And these are the things that I pass on and I tell them, oh, I was so wrong about that, or that's really not how I should have handled that, or that's not how we should do this, or whatever the case may be, because we're human beings. We all, it's like when you look back and you're real about things, you're like, oh, I could have done that better. I could have improved this. I could have improved that. Whatever it may be. And so when I look back and it's like, if this is his starting point, if this is the young age where he's going to make mistakes or do this or that or whatever, if this is the height of his ignorance just based off of age, holy fuck, dude, this kid's incredible. Like, Nate, you are just an absolute, like, just powerhouse and masterpiece of a human and an example of how humans should relate to the world and how they should be and how people should really live their dreams and explore their creativity and their ideas and their depth and what their capabilities. So I'm so proud of you, Nate. You are somebody who is able to create life the way you want it, and you're able to attack life and charge at life rather than have life just come at you and have life happen to you. And that means to me that you are being the boss of you, that you are the baddest motherfucker in the best way possible that you know how to be. You stand for what's right. You act in the face of danger. You say the truth when the truth needs to be said. You stand up and do something when something needs to be done. And those are actually topics that we're going to be touching on throughout this episode today here. But also just to catch things up, and then we'll get into the real meaty shit. So, man, so much has happened. So, my lady and I went to Joshua Tree. That's always fucking magical and just incredible and beautiful. That was just a random thing in the middle of the week at one point, a week or two ago. We had also gone up to Atascadero up in San Luis Obispo area for our friends Steffi and Justin's wedding. And that was so cool. It was so beautiful. Everything up in that area is absolutely beautiful, man. You just see all everything so clean, like so clean. It's mind blowing, dude. And that was cool. It's like, I don't know. I feel very lucky and blessed. We've been able to take these different trips with really like no fucking money, basically. Like really off of people just being so kind, people hooking us up, finding this deal or that deal, or just all these little things that really equal just us kind of getting hooked up in beautiful ways and just with so much kindness and love our direction is so cool. So just thank you to everybody. The wedding was incredible. So much fun. Also, my lady, she had to quit her job, and we could talk about that. I need to have her on again. We can catch up on that. But all I want to say is, Ming, I'm fucking proud of you as fuck because, dude, don't take shit from people. And that seems to be a common theme that we're all learning right now is there's been a lot of bullies in life lately, and that's not okay. You do not bully people. And when people bully you and they're not going to come back and make right of it, because mistakes happen, people go overboard on things, whatever, like things happen. I understand. You get caught in a feeling, you get caught in emotion, whatever. Like I can understand that. But to not come back and make it right, that's a whole nother thing. And to just take it as like, no, I'm right, you're wrong. It's like, well, shit, there's some kind of disagreement. Even if the other person is seemingly all the way wrong, I'm sure there's at least one thing you can check yourself about, right? So it's like those of you guys who know Meg, who know or who have listened to the episode, or you have any idea, you understand how fucking cool and sweet and just beautiful and kind of a person she is. Like, truly to the deepest depth, she is just so fucking beautiful and pure and kind and good. And it's like to have the person there being as disrespectful as she was and not come back, it's like, man, respectfully, fuck you. Like, we still got love for you. We still got as much respect as I can have for you and your accomplishments in this world. How you relate to my family, you don't have much respect. At the same time, that doesn't mean you don't have our love. That doesn't mean I wouldn't stop to help you somewhere. That doesn't mean I would, right? That doesn't mean we wouldn't do any of those things. It's just when you cross a certain line of disrespect, you have to set, like we have to set our own boundaries. So I'm proud of you. Good job, Ming. I love you. Nextly, I got sick as fuck. Like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago? Holy shit, dude. I don't even know how to describe it, dude. Like, excuse me. It was like, dude, I was out for like the whole week. I don't know if I ate at this place, this Italian place, and it's one of my favorite Italian places, honestly, in Little Italy. And I felt like the food was kind of giving me food poisoning. Like my stomach started being all like woozy, and I'm like, oh man, like fuck, dude. So then, just whatever, I was fine. It kind of passed, and then I wasn't even thinking about it. But then like my stomach just felt so bloated, like it felt like I wanted to like it felt like I just wanted to like puke and absolutely shit my pants all at the same time. And like. All right, sorry for that, but the thing was like I couldn't. Nothing was happening. I was just like, oh, it just hurts. Like fuck, like, and my whole body just felt all weak, and I was just in a world of like suffering, dude. I kept getting headaches and fevers and body aches and excuse me, and all this crazy shit like that. And I just like. I couldn't get up. Everything was just ouch, ouch, ouch. Like my whole body just fucking hurt, dude. And it was like that. I just felt woozy and hurting for like days and days and days. It's like, I don't know. I want to say like at least it was like 4 solid days of absolute misery. And then a day where everything eased up and I could eat food again. And I was feeling better and I was feeling normal. And then that night, it all just, boom, just kicked back in. And then another, like, 3.5 days, I was just fucked. But the thing that helped was olive leaf oil. So if you end up getting whatever the fuck that was, take some olive leaf oil with your water. Make sure you read the amount of drops correct because it's a lot of drops in comparison to what you would think. Yeah, so anyways, that shit helped. I don't know. I'm just saying what it was for me. I can't even identify what type of sickness it was at the end of it because it was just so different feeling. Like I'd never felt anything like that. But that was probably like the second worst I'd ever been sick. That shit was fucked up, dude. So nextly, what else has been going on? Our kids have all been swimming and just been fucking swimming like absolute champions, dude. I'm so proud of them, just to say that. So let's get into the meaty shit, right? All right, so first things first. This is so hard to talk about. But you know what? Fuck it. Let's just put it out there. So currently, okay. I didn't think this out through. I realized I need to really speak very mindfully about this, where it's like, or it's very clear I'm speaking from a state of this is how I feel versus this is the truth, and to clarify and differentiate and to point out that I understand there's always a difference in your version of what's the experience was, what the other person's experience of life was, and then like what actually happened versus how two parties can interpret a situation, right? So it's like there's what happened, and then there's what we interpret about what happened. So I'm always doing my best to come from the place of, okay, what's my version of how I felt and why it occurred to me this way? What is the other party's version of why this feels this way to them, why it occurs to them in that fashion? And then what actually happened, completely neutral, completely unbiased, completely unattached, where it's not like it doesn't have anything to do with me. It just has to do with what is, what happened. Just simply the truth. So it's like they say, there's three sides to a coin. And if this coin is representing true and false, what's the third side? Well, true and false is simply my truth, your truth, and then the third side is the truth, which would be the ridge around the whole coin. So when a situation occurs, those three lanes happen if there's two parties and one situation. So what ends up happening is, okay, fuck. Like I said, I don't. Sorry guys, hold on. I didn't really plan on going this deep into this. So let me just say, okay, let me preface it like this is a little more exciting for you guys too. So at this point, I'm basically waiting for the cops to show up at my house. And
damn, dude.
I ain't a fucking afraid. I'm not afraid whatsoever. Not at all. I want them to come so they can, if they're going to serve me some papers or whatever, I have more evidence for myself, because what I'm representing and standing for is the truth. Not my truth, but the truth. What happened? So why I'm waiting for the cops is because I'm waiting for them once again to come serve me with child welfare services papers. So in other words, like CPS, Child Protective Services. They changed it to CWS now, Child Welfare Services. And reason being is because a certain somebody, once again, is making very wild accusations directed at my family, in my home, in my living situation, and has since been able to legally take my child, our child, I guess, and we can't do anything because we don't have a court order behind it. So currently she's made wild accusations, which I've looked into, I took seriously. As my child's father, I ruled all the situations to be safe in regards to the things she's accusing. And she's claiming that she's filed a report, claiming she's filed this and that, and won't give me any of the information. So I'm in a place where I'm like, all right, like she's she's taken and stolen my son and is keeping him until she deems whatever she's doing to be ruled safe or clear or not or whatever. So here's the thing is, as soon as she told me this, I said, oh, well, let's all meet. Let's all meet with a professional. Let's all meet with the authorities. Let's all meet with anybody who would need to be involved in a situation where you're accusing what you're accusing and claiming what you're claiming. Let's all meet And then what do I get? Instead of saying, yeah, let's talk to all parties involved or potentially involved or whatever, right? Whatever the accusation is, let's talk about it. Let's meet, let's document, let's get everything we need to be able to make sure that all of our children, mainly and firstly, are fucking safe. Number one. That's always number one. So with that being said, what do I get in response is nothing. I get ignored. She ends up like, there's a situation where this individual takes my son and is not in communication and disappears for quite a while, saying nothing. And I'm just left here just worrying and freaking out and left in a shitty situation. So yeah, fucking wild. So, okay, hold on. We're going to take a quick break and hold on 1 second, guys. Actually, no, hold on. Come here. We got surprise guests in the house.
Damn, dude.
Bah, 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 bah. Say hello. We've got the one and only who we were just talking about a little bit ago.
Hello.
Who are you?
My name is Meg Mingo.
Welcome. And come here.
Who's this?
Ooh. Say hi.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
Ooh, nice. She doesn't want to. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right. Let me. All right. See. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye. See you guys. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. It's all ghetto. Okay. Bye. Love you guys. All right. Oh, that was a cool interruption. So, okay. You see, isn't it so fascinating? It's like the duality that exists in life. I'm sitting here telling you guys about like the craziest, most stressful thing. And then I have like my beautiful woman and her daughter just come in, and it's like, oh my gosh, like, dude, wow. Right? Like, that is so cool, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's such a big blessing, right? Like, I love that, dude. I always love that. Like, if my lady, my kids, or my family, or whoever's going to interrupt me in the middle of doing whatever I'm doing, it's not an interruption. It's why it's real life. And those of you guys who remember the older episodes when I would have people at my house a lot, or I was staying with somebody, somebody just knock on the door and be like, hey, Calvin, like, you trying to smoke a blunt? You trying to do this? You want to go to the store? Like, whatever it was. It would be like, yeah, like, and then I'd be like, hey, well, hold on, come here. Come say hi real quick, right? That's why we do no edits, because authenticity is one of the most important things in the fucking world. And from what I've learned, authenticity, what the fuck? Authenticity vibrates and resonates at a higher vibe and level than love itself.
Damn, dude.
Sit on it, meditate on it, pray on it, feel it out, and you'll feel it, you'll notice it. Because at times where love is like, where you're pissed at somebody you love, or you're just upset or hurt or whatever, notice it's like, damn, sometimes love isn't enough. So what does that mean? If sometimes love just isn't enough, that means authenticity. That means that's being authentic about the situation. Therefore, authenticity sits higher than love, because authenticity is the truth. And that's what I aim for with this podcast, is to just exhibit authenticity. In raising my kids, I am to just exhibit authenticity with my family and all my conversations. I just aim to exhibit authenticity. So, where do I go with this? So, let me say this. Okay, let me get back to the story, because I realize that's interesting. I might have kind of just left that. Let me wrap that up. So that's my current situation. So what I've been doing is I've been making all my phone calls. I've been talking to lawyers. I've been talking to the different authorities and professionals and all my different people who I really love and trust for guidance and support. Everybody's like saying the same thing. They're like, Calvin, You know who you are. You know what you do, and you know what you are doing. You know what's true, and you know what's not. And that gives me chills saying that right now, dude, because thank you. Thank you to every person who reminds me that, because that is the absolute fucking truth. And not my truth, the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, my truth is that I agree with that. So I realize what I stand for in my heart and soul and to my absolute fucking core. What I've raised my oldest son under the context of is we are protectors, meaning we are warriors. We stand for what is right, no matter what. It doesn't matter who's looking, and it doesn't matter who's not looking. You and I, we, this family, our community, we stand for what is right. And what is right is to stand up for our children, our women, our community, and those who need more support and help and love and authenticity in their lives. Because that's what this shit is about. I've raised my oldest son under the context of self-awareness, mindfulness. Be aware of yourself. Be aware of yourself all the way down from how close you stand to people. If you're bumping into people, if you're talking too loud, if you're talking too close to somebody, if you're breathing on somebody, if you have bad breath, if you stink, if you smell good, if you put on too much cologne, how to shake somebody's hand correctly, why eye contact is important. These are all lessons that I've raised my oldest son under, and he's taken them and used them and became a man of integrity and authenticity. Therefore, I'm like, yes, that's what works. All the things I've learned from anybody I respect and who's created great success in the world, meaning success to the world as in great contribution to society, they all agree with this. They all are on the same thing. Be authentic, be real, help others. But you have to help yourself first. Then help others. Know who you are, know what you stand for, and be unwavering in that faith and in that commitment, because nobody else can do that for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have to do this for ourselves. So as I sit in this situation where with my son, it makes me madder than anything on the fucking planet to have my household accused of some absolutely crazy shit. Drives me through the roof. At the same time, it doesn't, because I understand my power, my control, my self-awareness, and I don't have to go react over some dumb shit. It's like, and I'm not saying dumb shit in the way of being dismissive, because like I'm saying, once I, as his father, address the situation and the concern, anything after that is dumb shit to me. It feels like that's just my feelings. That's not the truth. My feelings. Let me clarify that. It feels dumb because it's like, okay, now you're taking things to such levels to where it's now putting things in the space of our child and the people he loves who needs that? We don't operate that way. We don't come from this pain or this whatever. So it's so hard, right? At the same time, it's also so easy. Why? Because I know who I am. I know what I stand for. I know what my family stands for. I know what my circle stands for. And I know I know the conversations that I have in private. I know the conversations that I have publicly. I know the conversations that I have with my family and anybody I communicate with. I'm very aware of the conversations we're having. And all these conversations are on how to become better people so we can help the world become a better place. Plain and fucking simple. And what we do when nobody's looking is we pick up trash. We have conversations about how to be better, how to take more personal responsibility, how to navigate our emotions and our feelings, especially as men. That's something that a lot of us ignore as men. And you know what? Not anymore. We address that and we face it head on. We talk about this shit. We look at it. We crack it wide open. Because the more vulnerable you are, the more gangster you are. In the sense of being like you're just badass, meaning you're unwaverable, you're unshakable, unwavering in what you stand for. That's what I mean by being gangster in that terminology. Because being able to act in the face of danger is exactly what's going to set us apart from the ordinary. That's what makes us extraordinary. That's what makes us winners, is to be able to act in the face of danger. So it's like, how do you act in the face of danger? Well, you have to bring consciousness to it. So how do you bring consciousness to acting in the face of danger? Because not every day that we're in the face of danger, right? I mean, you can fear your way in to feeling like you're in the face of danger. You can spike you can spike your adrenaline with fear and bad thoughts and bad thinking and bad food and bad poor education, poor diet, poor all the like I was saying, I just said that, I guess, but right, it's a combination of all of those things. So once we bring awareness to it, we then get to be able to act in the face of danger. And how I, for myself, have grown self-awareness, first and foremost, was through the lesson of respect, which my dad explained to me when I was a kid. He just painted it in many different pictures for me what respect was, why it was important, and why it means anything, and why we stand for that, and why it's important to talk about and address and paint the picture of in this way. That was the first thing, because then I started understanding, how you treat people really matters, right? So that in turn kind of led to me realizing, all right, well, how am I treating myself? Meaning, like, how are people relating to me? Right? Am I talking too much? Am I talking too little? Am I this, that, whatever? Like, not for the sake of performing for somebody or trying to like bait them or mirror them. More so just like, damn, who am I? What do I have to offer? What is the space that I occupy as a human being? Right? So then also kung fu, soccer, skateboarding, biking, motorcycling, failed relationships taught me a lot about self-awareness. All these activities and things teach and have taught and still teach me a lot about self-awareness and about the space that I create and the space that I occupy here on earth. So I realized that something that's really interesting is like, all right, dude, like for anybody, and this is my own little thing that's very just off of my own feeling, I guess. But it's like, I feel like, dude, if this is interesting, because it's like who we are is the perfect combination, and I'm kind of going off on a tangent on this one, but I mean it kind of relates. So if how do I even say this? This is interesting. Okay. And this has to do with acting in the face of danger. I'm going backwards and I'm looping back around to present and moving it forward. So bear with me. So I'm looking at it and my ego kind of spouts off to me, which was, it was talking to me like my own, I have conversations with my ego sometimes because I've identified which, like, I don't know, voice or conversation in my thinking my ego is. And it basically, I was having the conversation with myself as myself, if that makes any sense, because they're both me, which was like, if you judged me as a loser in the last 3 years or so, I'd have to say you're correct, and I agree. And I'm a winner. Don't count me out. Just watch. Why? Because I act in the face of danger. Now, here's the thing about acting in the face of danger. Sometimes the actions you have to take are not heroic looking, feeling, sounding, seeming, or any of those things by anybody. Sometimes only you know that It's your real hero's journey. It's your real heroic move to fucking go back to the island and train for 4 years, right? It's like that's part of your hero's journey. It's like, yeah, I'm fucking Batman. I'm badass in my life and what I do, and I kick ass in my life and in my whatever. But you know what? I need to leave all this. I need to leave my mansion, and I need to go retreat to a fucking island with either my damn self or a master and somebody who's going to fucking teach me some shit better than I think I know right now, because I've capped the capacity and capability of what this current self can do. So I need to go break this down. And even on a cellular level, scientifically and spiritually, this adds up, which is you retrain and regrow your cells with new information and new freedom and new travel and new grounding and new lessons. We change, we evolve, we grow, we turn into better people if that's what we're doing and that's what we're up to, right? So for me, acting in the face of danger was stepping back and retreating and going to my little island, so to say, by my damn self to figure some shit out so I can come back and really kick the boss's ass, metaphorically, rather than just have this ongoing back and forth, right? Like at a certain point, like Batman and Joker just kind of like, all right, I kind of got you figured out. Like this isn't even right. So it's like, all right, dude, Batman needs to go back and train. Joker, he becomes a good guy for a little bit. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then they come back and then it's at a battle again. And then authenticity prevails. And then the real hero steps back and takes his place as the actual hero, because even though everybody doubted him, even though the Joker was giving the whole town money and fixing roads and da-da-da-da-da, while Batman just disappeared on us, and Joker's the hero and he's the real true hero. No, Batman was away. He saw the better picture. He went and trained. He came back, became bigger, badder, more authentic, more true to his vision of the highest version of himself, and came back to kick ass in a better, easier, smoother, more effective way. He might not even have to kick somebody's ass. He might just be able to show presence. He might just be able to say something, just do something off the strength of it, right? So I realized, like, and this ties into the general theme of what I talk about just as a whole, which would also be, like strengthening ourselves as men and women, of course, and whatever you identify as. If any of you guys listen to the show, sorry, you, thems, or theys, or whatever, right? So I realized, like, if you want to really be attractive and you want a girl as a man to be like, and I'm not saying this in an egotistical way, but fully submissive in a way where she chooses it. It's like, I realized, like, I've been able to unlock my girlfriend of any reservations she could have about who I am by acting in the face of danger in real time in front of her, whether she was there or not. Because when it happened, I had to just kind of make, like, it didn't matter if she was there or not, and she knew that. I would like leave her side to go take frontline. And I see that she's seen that, so it's like I'm realizing, okay, so for me to be attractive to myself is I need to act in the face of danger, and that's how I collect wins and stack confidence and keep growing as a human. And I realize I'm bouncing back and forth in this conversation, but it'll even out. So, for example, like, this is, okay, let me say this. This is why, and this is an example of why being yourself and working on yourself is the most attractive partner you can be to your loved ones, to the opposite sex, really, or to whoever you're attracted to. Let me say that. So, there's been different occasions where my lady's seen me, like, there was somebody hit a car and she tried to just take off, and I stopped them, and I made the person who hit the car and tried to take off, I made them make the situation right. You know, other times when somebody would cut or do this or that or whatever, it's like, somebody better fucking say something, and nobody says something, I gotta say that shit, and I do. when the fucking guy at the soccer game was gonna go beat up that mom and was cussing her out and all this stuff and being threatening, I stepped up, right? So like when somebody sketchy walks by and I'm with my lady, I take position, I reposition her, right? And in ways that are subtle, in ways that it's like she knows I'm always on guard, I'm always paying attention, I'm always on point, I'm always being a protector. Like if shit hits the fan, I at least am aware and have at least a jump on it by a millisecond. That's, I think, one of the best we could do as protecting figures, as fathers, as boyfriends, husbands, partners, however, right? Whatever your role is. And it's like when people are too afraid to do something and you do something, it feels scary. You feel weird. It feels out of place. But that's the thing, is like everybody wants to do the right thing. They just don't know how, or if they should, or when, or like they don't know how to act in the face of danger. And that's dangerous, right? Like knowing how to act in the face of danger is one of the most important things we can know how to do. And that's essentially when I or anybody, or if you hear me talking to people or whatever, and we use the terminology like, no, as a man, as a father, you got to stay dangerous. As a woman, as a mother, you got to stay dangerous. And not meaning you are a danger to people, meaning you are prepared as fuck. And that makes you dangerous. The same way a sharp knife is dangerous, but that's a knife that makes the best cuts. That's the safest knife to use because it's the most dangerous. You get what I'm saying? The sharpest knife is the safest one to use because it's most dangerous. When prefaced with if you actually know how to use a knife. So, right? So it's like same thing. It's like, let's say you have a powerful gun or a tank or whatever, like whichever one's the most powerful, that's the most dangerous, but it's also the most effective for what its job is, or right, for the tool it's designed to do. Same thing with a hammer. If it's flimsy and wobbly, it's not very dangerous, but it's also not very effective. So it needs to stay dangerous, meaning the integrity of it needs to be intact. It needs to stay hard. It needs to stay, like David Goggins says, stay hard. Like, it's that same thing, right? Stay ready so you don't got to get ready. Be ready so you don't have to get ready. It's just that. So when we can act in the face of danger, sometimes we have to understand, and this is just a reminder to anybody who needs it, including my damn self, is that sometimes in the face of danger, it's stepping way far back, reassessing, reanalyzing, replanning, reorganizing, re-strategizing, and coming back way stronger, right? And like I said, like my whole message is authenticity. And if I'm ever being inauthentic, that's why I put this out here, so I can dig that up for myself. I could see that of myself. I can understand that for myself. So that's what I want to do, is to be able to create as much authenticity in life to where that's the foundation of all my structures that I create, is authenticity. It's like, don't tell me the pallets are coming and they're really held up and you knew that. Like, just tell me, right? Like, that's the mode that that I want everybody around me to operate at, is like, we're all just so comfortable with the truth and so aware and conscious of the truth, your truth, my truth, that we all just automatically go to the truth, because we all understand that's the most beneficial thing that we can all do, because the truth is the truth is the truth is the truth. Right? So that's one thing, dude. And just kind of like, I realize I'm bouncing everywhere. Maybe, I don't know, I need to stop saying that. Okay. I'm very grateful for the diversity I've been faced with growing up and that I've been shown as an adult. Because the things I've been faced with and shown, I fucking cannot believe at times. And a lesson that I learned early in business, because for those of you who are familiar with my story, you know that I grew up with gangsters. You know that was my environment. You knew I grew up with gangs and fights and a lot of these things happening a lot. There was a lot of drug use that I had seen. At the same time, there was so much love and community and goodness and wholesomeness in my upbringing. Like, I'm so grateful for all of that, because it was crazy. I was talking to my homie Yamamoto yesterday, and he's telling me, like, dude, like, or he was talking about how there's such a difference between the standard that your family sets, and because we were talking about, like, like other adults, if they correct your children, and it's like, okay, well, if you corrected my child, then we understand that the lesson is learned. That's a community lesson. I don't have to take it personal or even know about it, right? It's just like, no, I understand. Like, okay, if my kid was talking shit to you or they were being whatever, and you corrected it and whatever, then it's done. Lesson learned, right? They just learned you don't treat people like that. That's not nice, right? Because what's mommy or daddy going to come and do? Like, oh, don't talk to my kid like that. It's like, no, thank you for helping set that straight. Now they know it's not just us saying this over and over. Right? So I'm thinking about that, and I'm like, damn, for me, I had a lot of blessings in the sense that I had many family personal lessons as well as community lessons, to where the community, the village, really helped raise and guide me, because my parents would give me my baseline, and then I would go out into the community and I would have to figure shit out, and I would either be in the right or in the wrong or somewhere in between. And I realized, like, damn, the community lessons are far more powerful and important. Well, maybe not important, but far more powerful. And they say a lot more than the family lessons, because you can tell your kid, don't touch that. 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 Like, stop asking for this. Stop asking for this. Stop asking for this. But if, like, a mean cashier woman's like, no, don't touch that, your kid's like, oh shit, like, okay, like, you don't really need to say anything after that. You know, maybe you could talk about it if their feelings are hurt, like, hey, you know, this is why we do this, right? But, like, that lesson is strong, because it's like, oh yeah, mom and dad were right. I shouldn't be, you know, or it's like somebody calls you out or something like that. If it's publicly, it just hits so much different than in home, you know, behind closed doors. So, man, so ultimately my point is that we have, guys, like, there's a shift in the world. We all see it. We all feel it. People call it different things, but it's all pointing to the same thing. I acknowledge it as spiritual, physical, simply just transformational, evolution in a sense. Political, because political is all of those things, right? Personal, communal. And that's the thing, is, like, societally right now we're very divided, and that's where shit is really weird, because we have people who are being, like, it's very red or blue right now, Republican, Democrat. It's like, if you're this, then that means you hate this. If you're this, if you're that, then that means you hate that. And it's like, no, we actually all really, like, basically want the same thing. It's just these little details and / extremists that skew everything. And I think that's the distraction. That's, like, well, a lot of people would consider the matrix of it, is like, what's all this extra shit about, right? Like, why can't we just talk about what the point is, right? But that's the thing, is because we have our personal feelings about the truth. Then we have, like, community's feeling of the truth, or our neighbor's feeling, or the other person, and then we have the truth itself. So as long as like we stay confused about which truth we're on, we'll almost always be divided. And that's why I do my best to create this show and share whatever I do and do whatever I do to create authenticity, because authenticity is the highest vibrating thing there is. I don't care to look cool. I don't care to look this or that or whatever. Like, I'm not afraid of anything anymore, dude. Like, that's the direction I'm going, because I just stand in the truth. And what my personal truth is good things, positive things, healthy things, and in the direction of us all being healthier, wiser, quicker, smoother, faster, and better. That's what I want for us all.
Damn, dude.
Being safer, having more peace of mind, having more love, having more authenticity. The more we can, this is the thing, is like we can literally cultivate it. We can mine for it. Like the same way you can just fucking mine for Bitcoin out of all these fucking computers. You're literally just, you need the energy to be able to do it. And it's like, okay, well, fuck, let's just get enough energy. Let's create the system to fire it up. So that's the thing, is like we can cultivate this. And the more that we have these types of conversations and these open conversations, and we can bring this dialogue forth, simply, it doesn't matter what you're about. If authenticity is at the root of it, it's like, I don't give a fuck if you're somebody who I consider a weirdo or not or whatever. It's like, all right, well, let's just talk about what actually matters. Let's talk about it. All right, why do you feel this way? Like, well, how can you take personal responsibility for the way that you feel about this? Because they can change anything policy-wise, and you're still going to be unhappy, because what happens the next time we have to vote on it? What happens the next time we have to talk about it? Right? It's just going to be met with opposition. So it's like, how can we find peace in what is? What is your actual real-life circumstance and situation to where this actually fucking matters or not? Right? And a lot of times it just doesn't, because things are either just actually super small or very inflamed and extreme. So we're living in a weird ass time, man. And like I said, a lot of people are choosing to like double down on their bullshit. Or like I've said in previous episodes, a lot of us are choosing to double down on our bullshit or double down on our greatness. And you're either running from it or towards it. Either one. And that's really what's happening, dude. And like, there's people who are people who are trying to cling on, people who are trying to latch on because they feel you going and they want to, and but they just like, it's an energetic thing or even a spiritual thing, I consider. And that's one thing I think, if this resonates with you, is like to be aware of spiritual leeches. People who are just, in other words, like energy vampires. That's a very simple way to put it. People who are energy vampires. I consider that a spiritual leech, almost like a succubus. Like, for me, okay, just to clarify, I don't know how old you have to be or whatever, the way you hear that word. For me, when I hear succubus, based off of how old I am and the things I grew up seeing or whatever, to me, succubus came from South Park. I know it's from other things and whatever, but for me, when I'm saying that, I'm referring to how South Park referred to the succubus. I think it was Chef was trying to marry this woman who, they were like, Chef, you can't marry the succubus. And she just kept like sucking the life out of him, and he just kept falling for it. And like, so I think it has to do with other lore or something. I don't even know, but that's what I'm referring to. Just to clarify. But those people exist, and you'll notice that they do that. People, like when you level up or you declare something, I've noticed that whenever I do it and the people I know, when we declare something and we start leveling up, we're going to be kind of sink into this place of like, dude, fuck yeah, this is the right thing to do. Yep, absolutely. Then you're met with tests to doubt, or you're met with doubt, which is meant to test you and to test your fear and to test your commitment and your seriousness and your word to it, your integrity to what you said you wanted to do. That's why that shows up. Then you're faced with opposition. And then people are going to fucking test you more. And then it's like, all right, are you going to quit? Or are you going to believe in what you really fucking stand for and do it? And as you do this and as you level up and as you pass your own personal tests and as you move on to the next stage and all of these things, people just keep showing up and ask different things of you, ask different favors of you. They want to hang out with you. They want to spend time with you. They want to do this, want to do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But just be aware of who and what people are in relation to your energy and how you feel and how it either increases or minimalizes what you're up to and what you're about. Because here's the thing is like, yeah, dude, there was a lot of time where I was just being a fucking loser in life. And had you just screen captured who I was at that point and you won't allow yourself to see me as any other version other than me at my highest ignorance, then it's like, well, fuck, I really have done a lot of work. I've done a lot of good things. I've done a lot of good for the community. I've done a lot of good for families. I've done a lot of good for kids. And it's like, okay, well, this is who I really am and what I'm up to. I acknowledge I was very ignorant and stupid and didn't understand anything before. And that's fine because I acknowledge it. I get it. I see it. And I'm okay with that because I'm not mad that I was in first grade learning basic addition. That's just where I was. You get what I'm saying? Like, you get that? So it's like, really, who cares, dude? You know what I'm saying? So, there was a lot. And I realized that wasn't, I don't know if that was the most entertaining episode, but it was kind of like we needed that, guys, to catch up. I got a couple of people in mind and that I've talked to that I want to interview and they want to do interviews. Cool ass people. I've just been all over the place, so I need to kind of catch up with myself, dealing with all this stuff with my kid, business, da. I've also been restructuring and rebranding and in the process of fully redoing my swim school. I've just got journals, I'm writing, I'm doing different ideas and coming up with the master plan, essentially. So I just want to say thank you, guys. Thank you to everybody. Oh, also I realized we might be doing another episode with Yamamoto here coming up in the next week, quite possibly. It's a kind of loose, tentative thing, just kind of got thrown out there, so we shall see. You know those interviews are always good. You know those interviews are always real as fuck. And yeah, it's good shit. So with that being said, much love, you guys. Thank you to everybody who takes the time to listen, share, be good people. Thank you to anybody who picks up trash. If you do, document hashtag We Clean Planet, or sorry, hashtag Clean Planet Day. Go follow We Clean Planet. Tell them California Cal from the Damn Dude podcast sent you. Clean Planet Day is the last Saturday of every month, so please be sure to go pick up a bag of trash, tag Clean Planet Day on Instagram or wherever you do social media, and you'll see that who I like to consider my motherfucking soul brother, Sebastian, created, and you can see how many different countries he's in, and they're all around the world picking up trash. It's beautiful. You follow that hashtag, you're like, wow, that's impressive. Nextly, be sure to go download the latest album by Yamamoto Boss. And Summertime Boss album's a banger. He's got a bunch of new music videos out as well as coming out. Solid ass individual, solid ass music. He knows what the fuck he's doing. Definitely go follow him. He's been putting on hip hop like competitions and prizes and helping host and getting sponsors and all these things. So it's seriously, you need to follow. Like, this is history. I'm telling you guys. Nextly, you guys, I also want to tell you, and not on some weird bullshit like, oh, hey guys, like, if you need solar, go talk to this guy. No, I'm actually serious. If you guys really need solar, like the real deal, like not these sketchy fly-by-night companies, not these like, oh, like I could literally say any solar name and it would probably be a real company's name, so I'm not gonna just make things up right now because I might accidentally start I'll be talking shit on somebody's actual company, and I don't mean to. But why I'm saying this is because go talk to Ali at Solar Fuse. That's Solar Fuze. Tell them California Cal from the Damn Dude podcast sent you, and they will actually really take care of you. They are the guys. They have literally a 5-star rating on Yelp, on literally, I think on all platforms, 5-star reviews, and they've been in business for like 15 years now, if not more. Electrical engineer in-house. Like, I'm telling you guys, these are the guys that have been cleaning up everybody's mess. And I don't have any official affiliation with them. These are just good people doing good things. And these are the guys like you actually want doing your solar stuff. I'm for reals not kidding. Go talk to them. I could tell you what, I could keep going, honestly, but go talk to Ali. Tell him Calvin sent you, Cal sent you, California Cal sent you, whatever you know me as. And holler at him. And you guys, I promise you, these guys are the real deal. When you see how much they care and how serious they are about this, and really like what their whole plan is, you want them. You're lucky to work with them. I'll tell you that. So, what else? Also, go download the book, or order it, I should say. It Takes a Leap with by Sebastian Hernandez. Go download his book. He's got it on audio. He's also got it physical copies. You can get it on Amazon, or you can just look it up, or through his personal website. It's a very fucking good book. I love it. Proud of you, brother. What else? Yeah, that's all. Well, on that note, you guys, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And please be sure to tell a friend 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 to tell your best friends, cousins, uncles, gang banging, blood, cuz, sue, woo, pyro. No, okay. I'm just fucking around. No, but for reals, tell your best friend's uncle's cousin whose grandmother just won the lottery about the Damn Dude fucking podcast, because we could use a cool donation. If you want to donate to the show, click the link at the bottom of the episode description and do that. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Stand in truth. Know what you stand for. Love yourself. Love your family. Take care of your kids. Take care of your loved ones. Take care of your wife, your husband, your mom, your dad. Take care of yourself. Exercise. Eat good. Drink lots of water. Do things you love. This is season 4, episode 19 of the Damn Dude motherfucking podcast. And I will see you guys real soon. Much love. Peace.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.